officially begun, and we welcome you to this 2K Sports presentation of NBA basketball. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge reporting from the sideline. New York City's most legendary arena plays host to a showdown between the Knicks and their cross-borough rivals, the Brooklyn Nets. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with San Antonio. And boy, they really got humiliated at home. They got flat out dominated in that game, guys.
I'll tell you, they played hard, they drew fouls, but they could not convert at the line.
Yeah, drawing fouls is tough, but the important part about that is when you get to the free throw line, you got to turn those into points, and it might have cost them in that last ball game, missing all those chippies.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Outside, Towns. Back to Brunson. They set the screen. Shot clock at 6. Anunoby has the open look. Traps in the tray.
Three ball is what makes Anunoby such a threat on offense.
The numbers will back it up, Brett, but when you watch OG Anunoby, it's easy to see why he is an elite defender.
Yeah, Kevin, he's been slept on by a lot of casual fans around the NBA, but trust me, diving deeper into the numbers, OG's defense is elite.
And this is Simmons at his best. When this kid is attacking the rim, he is tough to contain.
And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Pass to Towns. A three ball. Drills the three-pointer.
It really is something else to watch a guy like Towns shoot from that far out.
Simmons' shot is good. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that Cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Christie. In the corner, Barrett with it. Brunson with it. Some nice passing by New York here. Back to Towns. Stolen by Reed. Here's Porter. And it's good, assisting on the play with Simmons.
He can get out and run. Porter Jr. getting out into the lane and helping out the break.
Pass to Christie. Lets the three fly. And it's out of bounds. The Knicks able to retain possession here. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Bangs home the trifecta. Anunoby's got 6.
Really solid in the catch-and-shoot game. Anunoby always ready to fire.
Here's Simmons. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. You know, Brent, when you talk about home court advantage, the Knicks have one of the best.
Well, New York is so electric, and just I have memories, Kevin, of walking out on that court, and it just feeling different. So the Mecca is back, and when it's loud, it is delicious. Now, using that length, Anunoby got into position, and the defense did all they could, but they ended up fouling.
And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Knicks.
Well, they haven't wasted any time getting into a groove from deep, putting up and hitting a healthy amount of three-pointers thus far.
So much good energy and flow tonight, and that has really come out of great ball movement. Guys have been open, and as soon as they are, they get the ball.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, my potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say what I had, I gave it my all. That's all that success should be defined by. Kevin drowns himself in gratitude and the work he's putting in.
Thanks, D.A. He is a worker and living the dream.
Scoring was maybe the only question about Simmons coming into the league, and now proving the doubters wrong about that.
Back to Brunson. Pass to Christie. In the corner, Barrett with it. Fires away from way outside. The shot's good from Christie.
Yeah, you could see that RJ had seen him open earlier and then got in the right spot to deliver.
No good from Simmons. The Knicks with the lead. Anunoby outside, inside, and stolen by Simmons. He's still up. Now he is 9 of 10. There's 37 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Anunoby outside. Here's Christie. A three-pointer off the mark. And Simmons has got the ball here for Brooklyn. Takes it inside. And then Simmons slams it in.
And seems like Simmons likes to attack close in. Going after the rim is a great use of that size.
Brunson scanning the floor. Here's Christie. New York, no good that time either.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And so it's Ben Simmons making highlights for the Nets.
22.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for Brooklyn.
They have started this game looking to push the tempo, and it's working for them. Great job of scoring in transition.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
And for such a young player, Brandon Podziemski has a mature game.
Well, Kevin, his intellect out on the floor, I think, is at an elite level. Brandon does such a good job of hovering around the basket to get rebounds. He advances the ball with the pass. He's driving and always looking for angles. So this is an advantage-created player, and Brandon does a great job of that.
Podziemski on the wing. A nice shot by Huff. Huff's got the lead up to 4 now for Brooklyn.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
It's Barrett on the wing. Releases. And it's blocked. And it's out of bounds to New York. They'll retain possession. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Clock at 6. New York needs to get off a shot. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Nets leading by 4. Pass to Podziemski.
Knicks foul. Risky. First personal foul. First team foul.
And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Here's Huff. Back to Irving. Launches a 3. That one's in. His first shot this game.
That's a shot that Kyrie's never going to pass up, and exactly the mindset that his team needs.
Outside, Towns. Tries it from the top of the key. Another miss by Towns.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. There's the pick from 13. Greg, every year injuries are a huge factor in shaping the title race. And I'm guessing that teams should probably put more of a premium on durability. What do you think?
Well, Kevin, I think all GMs take that into account. A team wants to be confident it'll have a stable roster over the course of a long season.
27-23.
Irving looking over the floor. Here's Huff. That one goes. Count it. And the Nets lead by 6.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Here's McBride. Pass to Boucher. They get a hand on it. And now here comes Simmons leading the break. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. And now an 8-point Nets lead.
Nice to see Michael Porter Jr. making the decision to share some of the offensive load and not force it.
And Simmons slams it in.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
And the gamble paying off.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, as always with Tom Thibodeau teams, they are level-headed. He said of his Knicks, we want guys to sacrifice and put the team first. But there has to be that belief. When your best players have it, your entire team ends up having it. We know if we stay disciplined, we'll have a chance to win. Kevin?
A very good chance, D.A. Thank you.
Oh, Big Ben rocking it.
McBride with the ball. Still without a basket. Here's Joe. And again, it's New York.
And despite the hot start from beyond, they've gotten away from shooting the triple.
Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. There's 31 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Boucher. Rebounded by the Nets.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
Shot's good by Garnett.
There he is, beasting on the glass, converting the opportunity, trying to put this game away.
I just don't see how you climb back into the game when you're allowing plays like that to happen. Extra work on the offensive side.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
The Knicks have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Robinson hits them both. Now, here is Irving. Podziemski. And so it's Brooklyn going into the break with a 10-point lead. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Huff. Back to Irving. Outside Jackson. Just 5 on the clock. Misses from short range. Knicks trail by 10. To the wing on the left. Here's Christie. Offline with his three. Right side, Irving. They set the pick. Pass to Huff. A three. And Karl Anthony Towns pulls it down. About 1 minute played here in the second half. And he commits the intentional foul.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution on the
And here are the Knicks now, trailing by 10. And Ben Simmons picks up the foul.
Ben Simmons.
That's foul number 2 for him.
No foul. Second team foul.
From the arc. Anunoby, no good. Brooklyn leading by 10. Here's Simmons driving inside.
You've already seen it. Simmons' size and agility, it creates problems for the defense.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
and not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
One of the best 3 and D wings in the league. Well, let's start with OG Anunoby, who excels from the corner.
And Kevin, about 45% on quarter threes the last couple seasons. So OG can space that floor horizontally. That's in addition to his elite defensive ability.
Down low. Clock is at 3. Here's Brunson. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits.
We talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down. Well, there it is. 0 of 3 to start the half, and finally something finds its way through the net.
And it's good, 2 points.
He's played a huge role in this game to this point, but it looks like he just wants more. He wants to make sure that this lead holds up.
A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Anunoby outside. Here's Towns. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Brooklyn leading by 14. Garnett outside. Driving the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one is on Towns. The Nets shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. We've seen the NBA feature several overseas games, Greg, the last couple years. Always growing the sport, aren't they?
And I know the fans love it. Nothing quite like seeing an NBA game in person and expanding that opportunity. Always a plus.
Left side, Barrett. Pass to Christie. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Brunson. The kick out to Anunoby. Misses the 3.
Definitely a situation you want to make sure you don't give him too good of a look.
And Jackson throws it down hard.
And this is how you want to come out of the half. Prolific and efficient.
Well, the thing is, they're controlling the pace right now, and if that was the mantra for them at halftime, they've carried it out.
Anunoby outside. Here's Christie. And here's Brunson outside. It's Clark with the rebound. Nets leading by 16. Irving with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. Wasted no time on that one. Irving's got 5 now.
This is why you always have to be up in the space of Kyrie Irving. He can pull up in the blink of an eye. So lethal.
And that one's good. Towns.
He does so much out there to stretch out the defense when he's out on the perimeter, and he drains the triple.
Here's the teardrop. .40 seconds left in the third quarter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Christie. And again, New York with the triple.
Now that's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
And the coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
To the middle. Garnett can't get it to go. Knicks trail by 12. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
With a little zest that time, Anunoby unleashing that athleticism at the rim.
And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. Nets leading by 10. And it's Simmons penetrating. Robinson pulls it in. And here's Boucher. Here's McBride. Count it! He got it!
That's how you do it. Stay patient, wait for the opportunity, and boom.
That's exactly how you want to close out the quarter, too, with some confidence.
49-42.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Knicks trailed by 7. In the corner, Winslow with it. Now, Joe. Robinson on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Robinson's got the first field goal of the fourth quarter here for New York. And Simmons slams it in.
And won't find many more games as entertaining as this one.
No, this is about as high-octane a game as you're going to find.
Boucher, the screen. McBride. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession.
Man, if you're going to grab it, grab that thing. He just lazily reaches out for that, and the result is it's deflected right off of his hand.
Here's Simmons, and Simmons slams it in.
Well, him dominating the offensive end is what accounts for this lead. Just a very difficult guy to stop once he gets going.
We played just over 1 minute here in the fourth quarter. Launches it. Rebound, Brooklyn. They led by as many as 18 points.
A slight advantage for them in the rebound department, but that oftentimes is all it takes.
And this is something Simmons loves to do. He's all for trying to get his teammates going.
And the timeout called here by Tom Thibodeau. He knows every possession is critical now. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I listened to Tom Thibodeau talking to his team during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. To Brunson. Pass to Christie. Takes a 3. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
And we got a timeout here called by Jordi Fernandez. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. Nets leading by 8. Here's Simmons. And no good that time. And Barrett has got the ball here for New York. And following this game, they hit the road to challenge the Bucks in Milwaukee. That'll be just one game played away from home for them.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Garnett outside. Off target with his 3. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
Christie can't make it.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
And that one's good by Porter.
You set him up, Porter's going to knock him down. He's a terrific shooter who can do some damage from anywhere.
To the inside, Kevin Garnett with the steal. An even 3-on-3 break. And the foul called on OG Anunoby. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Simmons. Pass to Garnett. Lots of room. It's rebounded by Towns.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Johnson with it. Guarded by Simmons. Back to Brunson. Now here's Towns. 6 to shoot. To the paint. It's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Nets leading by 11. Pass to Pippen. Porter looking it over. Now Simmons. And then Simmons slams it in.
Porter Jr. moving the ball well. Nice to have a wing player help to be a facilitator.
Here's Christie. Back to Brunson. Six on the shot clock. Pass to Christie. Garnett with the block. They recover it. Here's Christie. Knocks it loose. And stolen by Simmons. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And the height Simmons possesses at the point guard spot is really unique, which makes him tough to game plan against.
And Simmons drops them both. 43 seconds left in the fourth quarter. To the middle. Here's Anunoby. And Anunoby slams it in.
Brunson with a great job of just the setup on that play.
62-49.
Simmons with it. Just 5 to shoot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Substitution on the court.
And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one.
Broken bummy, man, sometimes it was embarrassing. But held my honor, these walking around him meritless. That's why you only believe half of what these tell you. I knew my drive had to be stronger than my fear of failure. I knew my time was coming, getting banks, I'm like Azalea. I'm dressed in green to make the league, and I ain't talking Zelda. And as you grow, your hunger grows with it. And the gimmick, I just put my soul in it. And I can never trust these that's stuck in their ways. The rap game of flick, y'all ever knew these actors portray. But hey, 1 chance just to make it at the city, huh? 2 hands put together, I hope he hear me, 3 a.m., my soul weary, spirit fill me up. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. 1 chance just to make it at the city. 2 hands put together, I hope he hear me. 3 a.m., my soul weary, but see it clearly. Forever grinding to the day I touch a million. I'm a go-getter, yeah, a cold. I remember bank account really had no figures, now I'm chilling. Someplace where they ain't got no winter in a villa. Waiting for the fall like they was yelling timber. Flow colder than winters be in Chicago. I've always had the vision, I see it with my eyes closed.